What if I told you that the light glowing in your room right now, the phone in your hand, and even the wireless signals that surround us all were imagined by one man more than a century ago? A man who dreamed of a world connected by invisible forces, who dared to see what others thought impossible. His name was Nikola Tesla, a visionary who lit up the future, but paid the ultimate price for his genius. This is not just the story of an inventor. It is the story of a man who saw tomorrow before the world was ready. Tesla was born in 1856 in the small village of Smiljan, in what is now Croatia. His father was an Orthodox priest. His mother, though unschooled, had an extraordinary inventive mind. She created household tools and devices, and from her Tesla inherited creativity and persistence. As a child, he was different. He had a vivid imagination, memorized entire books, solved complex calculations in his head, and could visualize mechanisms in 3 dimensions without drawing them. But he also endured torment, flashes of light in his mind, strange visions, and a sensitivity that made him feel out of place in the world. These traits could have crushed an ordinary boy, but in Tesla, they became the foundation of one of the greatest minds in history. Tesla's path took him across Europe, where he studied engineering and physics in Graz and Prague. He became fascinated by electricity, a mysterious, often misunderstood force. In his mind, a future was forming where electricity would light up entire cities and power machines, without smoke or pollution. But Europe was not enough. In 1884, with little more than a dream and just 4 cents in his pocket, Tesla boarded a ship to America. He arrived in New York hungry, poor, but determined. Soon he found work with the most famous inventor of the time, Thomas Edison. They were complete opposites. Edison was practical, business-oriented, devoted to trial and error. Tesla was theoretical, visionary, obsessed with elegance and perfection. Edison promised him a reward if he could improve his direct current systems. Tesla not only improved them, he reinvented them. But when he asked for the promised reward, Edison laughed and said it had only been a joke. That betrayal was the first of many disappointments. Tesla would endure. The moment Tesla stepped into history's spotlight was during the famous War of Currents. Edison defended direct current DC limited, expensive, and incapable of traveling long distances. Tesla believed in alternating current AC, efficient and capable of powering thousands of homes from miles away. Edison, fearing the loss of his empire, launched a ruthless campaign against AC. He organized public demonstrations, where animals were electrocuted to prove its danger. But Tesla found an ally, industrialist George Westinghouse, who believed in his vision. Together, they changed the future. In 1893, at the World's Fair in Chicago, alternating current illuminated the entire exposition. The audience was dazzled. The future had been decided. The world would be powered by AC. Tesla had won, but not without scars. For most inventors, such a victory would have been the pinnacle of a career. But Tesla was only beginning. His mind leaped to new frontiers: radio waves, turbines, X-rays, and even remote-controlled boats. In 1898, he unveiled a small boat guided by radio signals. The public thought it was trickery or magic, but it was the seed of remote control technology we now use in toys, drones, and even space exploration. He also experimented with high-frequency currents, dreaming of transmitting energy without wires. In his labs, sparks of lightning leaped across the air, dazzling and terrifying visitors. Tesla became both a genius and a wizard in the public imagination. Tesla never stopped dreaming big. One of his boldest projects was the Wardenclyffe Tower in New York. His vision was to transmit electrical energy wirelessly across the planet. He imagined a world connected not only by signals, but by power itself, flowing freely through the air. This was the height of Tesla's creative process. He saw no limits. To him, every invention was only a gateway to a greater one. Looking at lightning, he imagined antennas capturing the Earth's energy. Watching ocean waves, he envisioned turbines generating clean, infinite power. His mind was a laboratory in constant motion. But such a colossal dream required enormous funding, and investors began to withdraw. J.P. Morgan, his main backer, pulled out when he realized Tesla wasn't interested in profit, but in a revolution that could make energy free, something that threatened entire industries. Wardenclyffe was never completed, and Tesla slipped into a period of isolation and financial struggle. Yet in his mind, the experiments continued. After Tesla's death in 1943, U.S. government agents seized his trunks of notes, sketches, and experiments. This is a documented historical fact. Many of these documents have never been released to the public, and this is where theories begin. Some researchers suggest Tesla had worked on concepts for powerful, energy-based weapons. Others believe his notes concealed ideas far ahead of his time. Proven facts. Tesla left patents and demonstrations that confirmed his vision of wireless communication, anticipating radio and modern wireless systems. His 1898 radio-controlled boat is widely recognized as a milestone that paved the way for what we now call drones. He also advocated for alternative energy, imagining a world powered by nature itself. Speculative theories. Some say his hidden manuscripts contain descriptions of a global information network, something resembling today's internet. Others claim Tesla explored concepts that remain beyond our understanding, ideas that could still revolutionize the present and future. These speculations have never been proven, but they continue to fuel the mystery surrounding his legacy. Nikola Tesla's life teaches us that true creativity is not linear, nor always rewarded in its own time. He created without counting the personal cost. Driven by the fire of imagination and a belief that his ideas could make the world better, he proved that the vision of a single mind can light up cities, change the course of science, and anticipate technologies that would only make sense decades later. And even the works that remain locked away, hidden in silence, remind us that the future may still be written from the imagination of a visionary dot between historical facts and unproven mysteries. One truth endures: dreaming big requires courage, daring, and often solitude. But it is precisely in the dreams that seem impossible that humanity finds its path forward. And perhaps, when we look at the energy of the stars, the waves of the sea, or the light glowing in our homes, we might remember that once there was a man who saw it all before us, a man named Nikola Tesla.